Control as well when you consider the Maokai, the Cassiopeia, long-range, relatively safe engage tools from the side of SK Gaming. But for Team Vitality, you really have to go all...
Bo is hovering up towards this top side and maybe looking for Relevant already. He's spot on a ward.
He's got that flash available to him. Bo's going to try to thread the needle if he can. Starts to apply that red buff and chipping away. Minions now turning to help out. Cocoon connects. Venomous Bite as well. Counter-Strike available. Will land the stun. Bo goes forward. Leap strike out. Irrelevant backed up by the army of minions. Now flashes. Photos looking for the parlay. The long-range engage from Marcoon. Ends up being a trade. It's 1-for-1 as the sapling is tossed into the bush. Mid lane Certus is already starting to roam. And those minions are still pushing towards the tower. Photon, the focus of Marcoon. Another sapling thrown out. Barrack Balkeg is put down and Photon starts to burn. And it looks like Marcoon may just have enough damage. Goes forward once again. 2 kills to SK.
I mean, nice start for SK. The fact that you actually get Marcoon pathing top here to help Irrelevant, shows a very different style. Engage on bot side though, as Exekick will just hop over the wall. But one of the things is...
Here as well, no teleport available for Certus. Looking to find the chain, gets it. DOS is making his way to this top lane as well. And Irrelevant has hit level 6 ahead of Photon. Marcoon's going forward. Oh, there's everybody getting involved. The leap strike forward, counter strike. Not going to be enough damage just yet. And the pulverize sets up Bo to take down Irrelevant. Now the next target is Marcoon, and DOS will not be able to save him. 2 quick kills to Vitality.
I mean, there's so many roams going on here. Junglers are top, supports are top, but Vitality are the ones that end up coming out on top. You get the...
Talk about it as much because of every other player on the squad.
And I think the big thing is because it's been so much of a bot lane focus. Meta looking towards people like, you know, Neon and Kaiser haven't been doing so hot. He does have to try and carry, but...
Chain of Corruption onto Marcoon. It will get chunked down. 3 members of Vitality on the jungle side of SK, but Certus hasn't been able to make his way down just yet. And an easy kill, they get the dragon as well.
And this is why I want to play in a side lane and try and punish SK before they can really get to that big team fight.
Well, right now, it's a 1,000 gold lead here for Vitality. Neon's left alone underneath the turret. 3 seconds, 2 seconds before the teleport is available for Photonics. Hit goes in, surges up and just donates that kill. With the help of the tower, as well as that cannon barrage, easy reply back from Neon, and Bo is once again going top. But here comes Marcoon, thrown out the ulti, double root, but there's no damage, and easy kill once again.
I mean, 3 kills now.
So Photon this time round, maybe at a numbers disadvantage. Marcoon's still standing around. You've got to consider the opportunity cost. They're looking to set themselves up, an easy kill as the wild growth is thrown down and Photon is just chain CC'd to death.
But look at the bot side, you're getting completely pushed away. We're going in as Kaiser.
Kaiser! Exekick is trying to survive, but Bo finds the 4th of the game. Those tower plates you talked about, starting to be balanced out. Get caught themselves.
I think when you look at SK, it's about getting to a 3rd item, right? I think if you can get around... Ooh, hang on, Perks.
Take a look here. Honey Spark thrown out from Exekick. Instantly replied from Perks. Over the wall from Kaiser. Cocoon lands onto Certus. Now he's caught underneath that cannon barrage. And the Nature's Grasp used defensively, trying to find picks. But look at all of the ultimates blown, as well as the cleanse and flash from Exekick.
I mean, but look across at Vitality, every ultimate is down. Multiple flashes are burnt as well. They are just as hurt. SK now need to get into this pit. Can Marcoon with flash make a miracle steal?
Find out as all of a sudden Irrelevant and Perks going toe-to-toe. Perks TP back into that tri-bush and flash defensively. Powder kick into the arrows, and Perks chains forward. Neon will be able to secure the kill. The rest of SK are running for their lives. They use that Baron as bait and get another kill.
And again, Vitality just playing this well, making sure that SK are running into them blind so they can try someone like our Perks even to down to this bot side to take up a Photon now.
Well, a lot of invested. Cannon Barrage comes out and Photon will be killed. Certus picks up the 1st of the game. And in a 5 versus 4, where do SK make their next move? They still have to be very, very cautious. A lot of long-range damage. And CC can come out. They started off the Baron. It's down to 7,000. Chain of Corruption starts to spread as the hail of arrows continues to chip away. Nature's Grasp thrown out from Marcoon. He's inside the pit, but they're chipping away. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. As Vitality have forced the majority of the team out, and now Vitality are in the pit. The lightning crash comes down, and that goes golden, as all of a sudden Perks will not be able to run. It's stolen
Bo3 still has
feel a little nervous here for Vitality. They haven't had the cleanest mid to late games throughout the course of winter. And SK have demonstrated they can win from behind. The damage is being put down as Surtur steps forward. The petrifying gaze starts up Neon, and he's taken down. Kaiser will look to be the next target and finds a 4-man pulverize, preventing the further chase. The tower stands, the kill's secured, and SK are clawing back this deficit.
Vitality overstayed.
Push that vision line forward. Vitality have the opportunity to start Baron, to force a play, force SK towards you, and Dagda, that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, trying to get the TP out of from Irrelevant, I think, but already...
That's going so quick, that's going so incredibly quick. Nature's Grasp is thrown on inside the pit, and stolen! Marcoon manages to get the Baron! Now he's stuck with 4 members of Vitality, and he concedes his life. But the Baron is secured by SK Gaming.
Photon bursts out multiple members, fantastic. Vitality can follow up, but in a drawn-out fight, SK are favored.
I'm going to keep my eyes on those powder kicks as it's SK starting a fight. Nature's Grasp is out. Marcoon is head-butted away. Cannon Barrage trying to split up Exekick, who eats a gigantic barrel, and multiple members of Vitality forced away by Irrelevant. The zap from Exekick picks up a kill onto the support and the engage, followed up from the Cocoon. Surtus is in a little bit of trouble, but the backup is there. They force Perks out. They force Neon away, and Perks dives into 4. The heal is gigantic, but it's Exekick that finds yet another kill, and Perks is dropped for a triple to Exa and SK.
The extended fight goes to SK. Photon couldn't get in a position for the barrels, and SK find it. And they don't even care about the dragon. They're going for the end. Quickshot.
2 members of Vitality alive. Neon and Photon standing against 5 members of SK. Have they done it once again? Have SK bounced back from a gigantic deficit in the early game? And it looks like it. The final pressure as Baron has now timed out.
There's no Baron. As you say, Photon can clear these waves, and SK are too low. They have to find something here.
Well, the Nexus turret has now been taken out. Irrelevant is dropped as well. SK on the retreat, 20 seconds before Perks is up, and he's got that teleport available. The piercing arrow will not find a target, and Surtus does have the petrifying gaze. They get the inhibitor, they get the Nexus turret, and they're going to look for the dragon. And once again, we will reset and look for another fight.
I don't know if we get to reset here. SK don't have the damage to try and burst this down. Vitality are moving in. TP for Perks, TP for Photon. They're already in mid lane. SK need to get out of here.
The dragon is secured. Perks completes the teleport. Looking to chase. Cannon Barrage is dropped as well. But SK do it. They've been able
strong
to...
when it gets into these team fights. The extra shield as well going to make it very hard to burst him out. For people like Photon, the change that we saw to Bloodthirster, they're going to have a big impact.
That's all of a sudden Vitality on the defensive. Bo gets jumped on with a Nature's Grasp, and Surtus throws out the petrifying gaze, but it's dodged by so many. Cannon Barrage rattling across. SK Exekick finds a kill onto Bo, but Neon is dropped as well. The zap goes out. It's gigantic. SK have done it. SK have got the numbers advantage. They've got the kills to their name. And despite the fact that Photon gets one back, it's SK with the gigantic advantage.
This needs to be the biggest barrel of Photon's life, but I just don't see an opportunity for him. Already you can see Marcoon looking to zone away, making sure that he can't do any damage to this minion wave as it starts to move forward.
Starting to be hammered away. The next inhibitor with turret will be taken out. The super minions will need some time. Look at the minimap in that bottom lane. These last minions can be cleared out quickly by Photon if he can get the barrels down. But the first one is dropped. He manages to at least drop them, and several of them. And underneath the turret will now use that GA. Starts to resurrect. The next turret's dropped. SK have done it. SK will take down Vitality in game 1.
The first seed from the regular split will fall to SK in game number 1. Wasn't the best of starts for SK, but apparently that doesn't matter to them. Another win from a huge deficit for SK.
What a turnaround. What a game. And potential bloodbath on the horizon as DOS will lock in that recon. So just a quick update here, quick stat for Surtus. He's only played 2 games ever on Ari. 1-1, lost 1. How the hell...
Should be able to get bottom crab and reset.
All right, here comes Marcoon. Has the potential to jump onto Photon, but there is a lot of minions available. Need to make sure they get that damage down quickly enough before the army turns it back. Charges up the Q, the blows are dented, the flash is there to secure first blood for SK Gaming.
And the wave was just...
3 members of Vitality trying to look for a target. keep your eyes on Kaiser. Keep your eyes on that Leona E. 4 members of SK go forward. The chance does not find its target, but DOS does. The damage is massive and Bo is killed. Now DOS runs away for his life and Perks down to 100. Requiem should not hit out any kills, and Irrelevant jumps onto Kaiser. Flash still available to him. But SK clearly get the kill, turn around, and they're looking for the Heralds.
There is no world where you want to fight that as Vitality. Photon can't get across. With Dragon up, maybe you can get a kill here for Exakick, get him to cash in. But, I mean, you've lost control of the mid lane because the Herald timing on that play was actually slightly off. And now Vitality are in.
They are indeed. So is Marcoon. Throws out the ultimate, and that's already Bo taken down. We'll be able to channel that Requiem, but there's such high health bars. It doesn't matter. SK pull the trigger, SK jump onto Vitality, and SK will several times. Irrelevant's got no mana left with that final leap strike. Flash forward from Irrelevant. Will throw down the smite, continues to burn out, and lay waste after lay waste. Flash still available for Irrelevant. Needs to dodge the Skittles. Will be forced to flash this time round, but with the E from Perks, there's not enough damage. The Red Grip should just about finish it. No! What? There's not enough damage! There's not! Wait, the burn! The damage! He survives! He survives! 8 hit points! Still will be stepping forward, but not before. Photon gets chunked out just a little. Marcoon will throw down the Herald, and we've got a 5v5 on the cards.
Vitality really want to try and find this fight. They've reset, SK haven't.
Oh, DOS gets burned down for now, forced to dance to safety. Now, slow wall won't tag anybody yet. The laser chips away at DOS, maybe forced to flash, and he does so. Certus over the wall, can use the charm. Irrelevant is still pushing the top lane. Cross map available for SK.
Nice timing window from Vitality. SK had stayed on the map for so long that they hadn't got time to buy. Exakick could have had a second item completed, but now Vitality get to keep SK at bay, and they should be able to get this dragon.
Do they overchase? Do they overchase? Vitality splits up. 3 members looking for Exakick. He's used the cleanse already. Flash is available, and that's Kaiser interrupted as the stand aside is used. Now Photon putting some chip damage onto Marcoon, and it's a fight inside the blue buff, but it's Kaiser taken out by Exakick. Perks forced to cleanse away, running for his life as the cease and desist sends Vitality packing. SK Gaming are in absolute control.
You called it, Quickshot. The over chase from Vitality. They just needed the dragon. They just needed to back away. But the greed in their eyes comes back to bite them, and SK will get a 3rd dragon.
Another game chunked down. Certus is facing off 3 members. The rest of SK can look for a dive. Neon gonna group up as well, and Cassante, Photon, teleport available to him. He's pushing bottom. Irrelevant pushing mid lane, and this tower is the focus. Whirling Death chips away. Bo is going to stand aside, force the flash forward, trying to look for DOS. Requiem's available to him, starts to channel it up. It's a fight to multiple fronts as SK Gaming find themselves one onto Neon in the top lane, turn their attention to Kaiser, and DOS survives as well. This Requiem has done nothing for Vitality, as all of a sudden Photon will be taken down as well.
I just want one front-to-back team fight for Vitality, but we're never gonna get it. They're trying to defend a tier 1 in top lane, and that gives SK the Baron. This is a disaster from Vitality.
A masterclass from SK Gaming that has started from Mark coordinating. It's just more difficult to execute. So for Vitality, not only is it harder from the get-go, they're also not demonstrating or convincing me they're 100% on the same page. The mid lane inhibitors already secured. Baron buff, 13,000 gold. The Dagda, SK on the brink of making it to playoffs, the brink of rejoining the top 4 in Europe for the first time in 8 years. And they might want to finish it on this push. They've got Baron and Power minions pushing onto the Nexus turret. And then goes Certus, throws out the Orbit Deception, the Whirling Death too. No Requiem for Bo. Not going to be able to get into the fray, and the minions now going to be able to push forward onto the turrets. Vitality, how do you start the fight? Where do you go forward? Certus keeps throwing out those Qs after Qs, and the minions are being cleared.
The Zenith play goes wide, so they have to try and wait again. Now you get the channel going forward from Marcoon.
Marcoon goes all the way forward. Bo is knocked up, knocked down, and killed. And Certus is the focus from Vitality, but the re-engage once more from Irrelevant. They're able to do it. This is it for SK. They've been able to take down Vitality. They turn their attention to the Nexus turrets, and it is a 2 versus 4. It's not enough. There's nothing left. SK Gaming have taken down Vitality and made it to playoffs.
The rookies, the new players on SK faces, because that was a fantastic performance from this team. A team that has less than 4 years of experience in the LEC across every single player, has managed to take down some of the longest standing players the LEC has.
For me, it's consistency from SK. What I think I've seen from their games is a